Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, people. Salubrias, a person, whatever you feel like you want to call you, and we and us and I's and all that stuff too. Salubrias indeed. Today is what? Monday, July 28th. July 28th, Monday, July 28th, 2014. Wow, as usual, something. My name is Salubrias. My name is Irene Ratliff, Regal Street Me Company. Street Me Company is a community organization. The more I talk to people, the more I'm defining Street Me Company. And yes, I know we have our entities, right? There's Street Me Point. I'm on this, the Zuzo Saba, which focuses on the 7 principles. It's associated with celebration, family, community. We also have Tulips, which is for women only. That's on the soft side. We feel like we want to do legislation. We will participate through Street Me Company with NOW organization. We have True Amelioration. That's where we at right now. Work. Gosh, I'm like, wow, I got to do this. Anyway, we have work on that. We also have Kite Society, which I want to team up with NAN, National Action Network, speak with Mr. Leonard to find out where he's at. So I'm finding that not only are we just Street Me Company, but I met someone today, and she was like, oh, I have a public administration and master's and nonprofit, and, but I like supply chain management. I ain't going to fib to you. I sat down, I was already sitting down, but I sat down again while I was sitting down. I scooped my chair forward. It doesn't roll, but that's how it seemed to me. And I said, well, tell me more. Are you serious? She's kind of in between doing her thing. Well, I do consultation, and I ain't going to fib you. I would like for you to be on Street Me Company's team. We also have, the Enterprises, which is a branch off of True Amelioration, which is part of, Street Me Company. And the thing is that right now, us being able to create employment, but all that talk right now for real, I don't know who that woman was, but you're right. What are you doing? There's a lot of training involved, even with my own degree, or the course, the things that I studied. There's an additional studies with that, just in my field, and I knew this. So, but right now, I have to utilize that and, kind of make it work with what I'm trying to do. And I told her, I said, we also have an interest to do a developing country, if we can do some infrastructure. So what I mean, on my thing it says communities. So, I mean, even though there's an interest to do a project here, if I have to really focus on some of the larger projects, I can tell you the truth, there's a lot of countries that are developing that do need, infrastructure. I don't think that mattered where it was coming from. You understand? Okay. So right now, in terms of a international scope, I have that. I have an interest for Latin America right now. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, wow. Right now I'm just kind of like cooling down, like, hold up, like, woo, you get really excited. But then it went somewhere else. I'm like, okay, I have to really kind of manage those studies, me going and learning more about some procurement, which is also an acquisitions and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hold up. I think that if I need to focus on this area, and then that right there is just be, hopefully an opening. But I can look at this, and of course, once I start talking to different people, maybe I can have a better understanding of what I can do, and in terms of this, that, and the other, right? Okay. So for True Amelioration, we're focusing on rat tests, and that will be one of those business ideas that we're going to be focused on in terms of rat test products, okay? So right now I need to go and actually meet up with different people and ask them about a particular product. I gave a little raggedy sheet to to one of the counselors, but my thing was I was just trying to get there. Yes, we were wrestling and tussling earlier today with me and my family, and I was just like, you know what? Listen, the reason why it's like this, like that, is because I know that I need some room for me to do some of the things I need to do. So, my children, one is going to college, and the other one, she's attending school. And I'm like, okay, luckily their dad has allowed me to, have some freedom to do certain things, and they're not really harassing me. For some reason, yes, we hit some legal documents, but those legal documents didn't have anything to do with the initial onset of my decision for me and my family. But the thing is that I look at my child today, and I was showing her some pictures how she was just hugging me and embracing me. Now I can't get no hug and no sugar from her, or from that one either. They're just growing up, and they're just kind of developing in their own area. So being a parent, being able to juggle all those things, family life and business life, and, and socializing and doing this, that, and the other, it's quintessential. All of it is. Okay, well, here, do you want to pick this one side? Uh-huh. But I ain't going to sib to you. I like going over here to the Toronto, the Black Madonna, and I want to go over here to Nan, too. So all of that is in there, okay? Here it is. I had somebody talking to me about this. I said, I like that, too. But how is that a benefit to Street Meat Company as we try to develop, especially when we know that everybody else is like they spread out, too? I want it's just the truth. It's like, no, we want to be effective in how we're going about this, that, and the other. And if we can do the supply chain management with our relationship, just like some of these other people and how they function and do business, and then knowing that we're providing a service and then also products. You understand where I'm coming from? So it's kind of like interchangeable, and then it functions that way. So going back to family. And so I just looked at my children and just said, and look at their dad, and it's like, wow, thanks. But I didn't teach my children that. This is something that they had acquired, and it concerns me, especially when I know that we were together and it was kind of loving and we're trying to care for each other. And then here it is. I have talked to you guys about domestic violence. And then me experiencing domestic violence, and then here it is, that relationship between me and my children. Boy, I tell you, women, we're phenomenal, and I was looking at this man today. He was in a car with this woman, and men, you're absolutely phenomenal, too. There are some men, they balance out many things, and sometimes they may go home and a woman fussing with them. I ain't going to fib to you, honey. I already knew that there was just a lot on the plate for me to be wanting to be with somebody who wanted to mistreat me. You understand where I'm coming from? Or to handle me a certain kind of way when I know that I have good intent, you understand, to not only feed me, but to feed other people, to care not only for me, but to care for other people. Do you understand? So that right there would not have been a reflection of what I've experienced over a period of time. Just so messed up. And so here it is, yes, I can go in this corner and talk about this thing. I can go on that median and that mode. But just keeping it in perspective and, proceeding on what I feel is quintessential to Street Meat Company, and that's what's up. Okay? This is Street Meat, the point, and everything else is aligned with that. Even though there's excitement about this area, I know that it's a startup. I know that here it is. It's at the entrepreneurial position. So, yeah, streetmeat.bsc. Listeners, you can call. Hold on. I feel like I'm in the dark. Listeners, you can call 646-564-9776. And that's the worst thing, too, is for someone to try to tell you that you should not acknowledge that there's trouble in the world. somebody wanted to hear it, or you told me, bitch, don't fucking play with me. Domestic violence is real. When a woman gets abused, or here it is, a man wants to solicit somebody and sexually harass them, we have laws and rights. So here it is, you told them, this fine-cut society. Understand what our human, civil, and constitutional rights are. Understand what harassment is. Understand, here it is, that there's laws in this earth. Now here it is, we could go back and forth and game around with these people knowing this, that, and the other. Oh, okay. I comprehendo. But hold up. For some group of men to sit around and pretentiously think, but yet here that they want to go bowdy, as if we should, I want to ignore those things. No, that is a disease. And yet here it is, we want to talk about our heart and our minds. It's as if here it is, it's irrelevant, and we got to be pretentious and not ratify that thing. Yes, we're talking about those space weapons. I have wrote letters on that. Yes, we're talking about, here it is, some of that other stuff. We got a problem with that. Okay? And now if I've told people to go look at, what is this, Joe Ventura or something like that with conspiracy theories, you'll find him on TV. A lot of that stuff that he's talking about is true. Now, I'm not sitting here telling people to go and chase conspiracy theories. But, honey, there is some information that are out there. Now, what's his name? Alex Jones? I'm sorry. I think he's just part of that bull stuff. But, no, there really is bona fide things going on. And when I hear people talking about mental health issues, that stuff is real. Do you understand? Now, we could be pretentious, but, yes, honey, there's people who's out there hearing things and seeing things. And yet here it is. They want to let us know this. Oh, at one time they were talking about technology positions, see? But the thing is that we could go around and around with that. We don't know. I don't know who. Where's your seat? You understand? We could be pretentious, but the truth of the matter is that, hey, what do? We function, okay? We go about doing what we need to do, but that doesn't mean that there should not be laws placed there when it comes down to DNA profiling, when it comes to our mental health, when it comes down to, here it is, patrolling legally. We should have the right to patrol our skies, okay? But to tell you the truth, anything that's flying over your home, and you know, that's illegal. Because on real property rights, it tells you that here it is, if I'm finding something to be a concern from where I am all the way up, that infinity, it belongs to me. Do you understand me? So whenever there was an encroachment, when they start talking about, what is those things, surveillances and all these other issues, those things are real. Now, should we be over here fighting like, no, it's just the way how we do business, and it's just the truth. You understand? Most of that stuff should have went to arbitration legally, with the mediation legally. We wouldn't be going back and forth and talking about some stock market over there up in New York Stock Exchange. No. Okay? Here it is, the island and all the islands and all that kind of stuff. Most of this stuff is just foul. We could be pretentious. I'm not being pretentious about it. But my conversation is Street Meat Company, okay? StreetMeat.biz, what that is, yes, I understand. There's people here and there, and people have been functioning. And as I stated before, you could go bowling, right, and you get that bowling ball, and you can throw that bowling ball, and you see all them little pegs. There's 9 or 12 of them, I don't know. And then you see it, and it goes in there, and you see which one's going to fall down. Sometimes you get a strike, then you get a half strike. Life is precious. There's a lot of people who have paved the way, not shedding blood, but about working and doing those things. So the thing is, in terms of family and our future, see? You know, here it is, our position to know that we establish relationships so that we also can have kinship, okay, like how we may see some other people. You know, I had a conversation about family and understanding what extensions are. So my thoughts are, wow, you know what, When you feel like you have something to say, you want to be able to share that, and you want other people to embrace that. Not only embrace it, you want to know if it's a continuum. So when we see organizations like NAACP, who has been doing their centennial, here it is the UNIA, they're talking about their centennial. Well, we acknowledge that Avon and Ford has been 150 years old. That's grand. Mind you, these companies are old, right? But yet here it is, America is also X amount of years old. So for somewhere in there, it didn't, it's not aligned. Okay? Why? Because during a period of time that we were going through, I think, a agrarian position where we were doing a lot of agriculture. So there's different stages of how we went here and there and experiences. There was farming. Then we went to manufacturing, and then from manufacturing there was poetry. There was, but of course we had to be well-rounded in many, many different areas. And then we went to one of the largest things is technology. Okay? So when we look at history, what we want to do is we want to be able to acknowledge some of our older companies, and right now for many people that are in various countries, the oldest establishment, where does it come from? Okay, what is its extension? And so this is why, to me, it's important to know that something as big as some of these manufacturing ideas, it's in the right hands, that here it is, the best interest is kept. You understand? And so when I'm going here and there, I'm asking you a question because I'm trying to, for real, have that association, have that link, so that here it is, that in itself, knowing that that bread and that food is feeding us. I know. Who are you talking about business, baby? That's just how it be. You understand where I'm coming from? Okay. Here it is. It could be just as small as a parent saying, okay, I cut hair, I do hair. Now, can they transfer that business over to their kids? Sure, if their kids is interested in doing hair. You understand where I'm coming from? All right, well, here it is, the same thing. Can I teach people to want to take pride in their communities? Yes, I can teach them. Matter of fact, they can see me doing it too. Huh? Okay. But the thing is that going to just feed them? But it does contribute to us wanting to improve our communities and how that thing works. You understand? Okay. So the thing is that, yes, high society, true amelioration, Naguzo Saba, Street Meet the Point at Tulips. And of course, Street Meet Company. It is. You understand? Okay. So anyway, true amelioration. Yay! And of course, true amelioration is dealing with, employment. And what's good about true amelioration, I have aligned myself with a company that actually focuses on several different things. The question was, is how do we benefit from it, given the best advice to how we can actually do all kinds of stuff, or how we benefit from that area. You understand? Okay. So I found another area of Opportunity Hub. So the thing is Opportunity Hub, they help out in certain areas. I'm not quite sure if they're doing the same exact thing, but I have aligned myself with an entity that also teaches as well as, have some kind of financial support, and they definitely do raw startup. Okay? All right. Tulips is going to be, August 28th? Something like that. To go on meetup.com. Please visit our website at www.streetmeet.biz and meetup.com/streetmeet. Street Meet Mingle will be on Sunday, August 3rd. I am looking for people. I haven't really quite solicited that, and I've had a couple of times to make some announcements. Maybe I'll make some this weekend to talk about Street Meet Mingle. As I said before, we're going to be doing the Naguzo Saba table with Nan. I didn't get a chance to get in contact with Mr. Leonard earlier, and tomorrow Al Sharpton will be in town with the Atlanta Bar Association at Hotel Marquise. Please check that out too. I think that starts at 2 o'clock. I was trying to get my calendar to see if I had some free time, and I do. Matter of fact, I need to look that up and inquire with that. I would like to hear what he has to say in regards to their positions on some of the stories that's going on. As I stated before, Street Meet, we're busy. Right now I'm trying to allocate some of my energy or my thoughts about where I want to go and how I want to do this, especially when, there's not a lot of money in my I guess my pool. It's not. I don't have a lot of resources, and then you can do this and do this, but you have to acknowledge, okay, how you going to pay those things, you understand? Okay, so that's kind of like where I am right now, and even though I'm optimistic and thinking that there may be, some breakthrough, I just know that, I'm like, okay, well, it's just part of business, wow. And, meeting people along the way, that's good too, especially if they're like, yeah, that's hot, yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm like, yay, okay? So I'm just being optimistic and just trying to optimistically, leverage my thoughts so that I can produce, I guess, or maximize, or utilize free time to maximize quality time. Is that good? Something like that. All right. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I had that too, but it's all good. Please join your neighborhood association, know your politicians, join your libraries, because I done went somewhere else. Okay. Say hello to your neighbors. Sometimes I'm like, I need to say hello more often. I go to the bus and be like, hello, good day, for real though. Say hello more often, to different people. It doesn't hurt you going, it doesn't bother you. It shouldn't bother you. It doesn't hurt to be nice. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that. I don't know what's somewhere else. But it's good to be, nice, good, So you can say, hey, how you doing, everyone? Be cordial. That was one of the main things, Sometimes you meet up with people and you do not know who they are, and they're right there and they're really ecstatic. Oh, I told you about that young lady, right? Oh, yay. I'm hoping so. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, I know people want money, though. A lot of people, they need to feed their face, you know what I mean? So thanks for joining Street Meet the Point, Street Meet the Point listening audience, and I hope to have your support. We do accept donations, crowdfunding support, and your participation. All I did is make a comment about that, right? Yes, honey. Yes. Yeah, Kai Society is there. Don't get it twisted. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Like I said, here it is. When you start realizing certain things, you be like, what's the fight? Oh, okay. Everyone is valuable. I know. That went somewhere else. I heard. Oh, that went somewhere else. That's the H-E-A-R-D. That's the H-E-R-D. And no, not H-E-R-T-Z. I'm listening. Okay. Everyone is valuable in your participation. They help yourself, family, community, local, state, region, federal, and global community. I understand. Relies on the many people that contribute to it being an effective structure of people. Thanks again, Sawyer Breeze. That's what's up. That's what's that. That's what's up. I know that's right. Wow. Go in here. We're beautiful, okay? Oh, wow. We're beautiful people all around here. Oh, yes. Please, I hope somebody's over there in Tanzania saying, here it is, putting the FYI out there. Those are our children who take care of us. See? Okay. Thanks for joining Street Meet the Point. Oh, I already said that. Good night, people. Sawyer Breeze. Please visit our website at streetmeet.biz, www.streetmeet.biz, and our Connect partner, meetup.com/streetmeet. And if you want our calendar for Ladette, please visit www.meetup.com/Ladette, Ladette. That's what's up, people. Sawyer Breeze. Good night.